Bearcat, Keith Haught back in a VCW ring. They have had their own issues with the Origin, particularly Christian Noir. As now, going to start things off hot here. I think that might be the best strategy for Haught and Lambert. Get the game on them from the jump.
After that battle between Fulton and Chambers, I think we're just doubling the amount of wild action we're going to see here.
Both competitors donning the paint. And now Keith Haught looking to dive. But Christian Noir and Malakai Gage able to stop whatever they had in mind only for a moment, as Izzy Lambert putting caution to the wind there. Like I mentioned, the spiraling of Izzy Lambert since that casket match with Remy LeVay. Lambert says that the old Izzy Lambert is still in that casket. But since then, while the competitiveness is still there, you know, he's been talking to his signature stick, calling it cherry.
Beautiful neckbreaker combination.
And his focus has been off, but can he get it back on track? Cover. Christian Noir, the Bayou Bully, able to get a kick out there.
Noir is one of the most demented athletes you're going to find anywhere in professional wrestling, and I do mean anywhere.
And tag in to Keith Haught now, a non-binary beast with the speed of a large cat and the power of a small bear. Someone who's able to utilize their size to their advantage. Ooh, in more ways than one.
One of those ways is generating such power and force behind those strikes.
And looking for revenge here, as Christian Noir and Malakai Gage have been able to get the better of Keith Haught on numerous occasions in tag team contests. Oh, Haught! The amount of power that they lay into with that chop.
That's a lot of mass to generate a lot of momentum, a lot of force.
Tag in now to Malakai Gage, who has already stuck his nose in business earlier, costing Andrew Palace that match with Mad Dog Zach Myers.
Malakai Gage looks like a well-adjusted individual, doesn't he?
I mean, when you're raised in a carnival and, you know, the freak shows that you encounter all the time, covered by Izzy Lambert, and only two. Izzy Lambert, you know, he's had his opportunities in the VCW title tournament. He's had a lot of chances to become a top-level player here in VCW and just has not been able to get the job done. But if he can put the Origin behind him once and for all. And it was really Malakai Gage and Christian Noir that was, I would, you know, normally you would say was a help for Remy LeVay in that casket match, but they really did the job for Remy in many ways. Posing as those pallbearers to put Izzy Lambert in that casket.
And to your point, I mean, this may be the chance that Izzy gets on the right track.
Just raining in with shots here on Malakai Gage in the corner, and a bite to the head of Malakai Gage. There's that new Izzy Lambert coming out. And quick tag in now to Keith Haught. They're going to whip Malakai Gage off into the ropes, drop toe hold. Lambert comes off.
Nice teamwork between the Bearcat and Izzy. And perhaps for Izzy, maybe the tag team division is where he can rejuvenate his run here in VCW. Nice move in the mask from Keith Haught. They hook the leg and then we find two.
You know, when you have two unique individuals like Izzy Lambert and Keith Haught, we talk about whether they can work together. Anytime you're in a new tag team with a new competitor, it proves to be very difficult in terms of communication. We saw it earlier with Saturday Night Special and the Wise Guys. Keith Haught in a dangerous predicament here in the Origin's corner as Christian Noir with a hold of that hair. And now this is exactly what Malakai Gage and Chris Noir love to do. Pick apart an opponent Keep them as far away from their corner as possible. Ooh, Gage with a big running uppercut.
You could see the contact there.
Noir coming in with a big leg lariat. Noir is such an impressive individual in that ring, has such speed.
Noir was like a kamikaze that time, launching himself at the Bearcat.
And Noir, look at it. Foot on the hand of Keith Haught to keep them right in the center of the ring, right where they want him.
And again, Keith is going to get mugged. And there will be no remorse, no solace from the Origin.
Noir. They call him the Bayou Bully for a reason. He thrives on that bully mentality, now choking Keith Haught in the ropes.
And there's just as much psychological warfare in Noir's game as there are offensive assaults.
Noir, ooh!
In fact, despite how talented Noir is inside the ring, his mind may still be his most dangerous weapon.
Malakai Gage now coming in with the quick tag. And we mentioned before, Malakai Gage and Christian Noir, former rivals here in VCW. Sometimes when you battle a competitor over and over, and sometimes when you have those knockdown, drag-out battles, it can forge, at the very least, a respect level between two people. As Malakai Gage smartly...
And being united under the Origin, they now have a common goal.
And Remy LeVay, an 11-year veteran in this business, if there's anyone that can guide a young competitor into being a star in professional wrestling, it would be him. Haught trying to back Malakai Gage into the corner, tagging by Izzy Lambert. But I think behind the referee's back is Christian Noir coming in.
And clearly this is just exploiting the position of the referee, which is going to allow the Origin to continue to pour on the offensive assault on the Bearcat.
I don't envy any official that has to officiate an Origin match.
Noir finds two that time.
Noir and Malakai Gage. We talk about the VCW Tag Team Title Tournament that we're holding as we speak. Noir and Gage could be in many people's consideration sleeper participants and people, but I think they could go a long way if they keep up this momentum that they've been building.
And look at Noir just twist and wrench on the neck.
And the eyes of Izzy Lambert. Jonesing for a tag on the apron. Keith Haught trying to fire back off the ropes. And Noir with a shoulder tackle, taking down the much larger Keith Haught. That just shows you the power that Christian Noir holds.
Noir shoots the half, shoulders down.
Only two.
And Keith was forced to expend the energy to extricate themselves from the canvas.
And now quick tag back into Malakai Gage. That's exactly what you need in a matchup like this. Always keeping your fresh man in. Blows now by Malakai Gage. Snapmaring Keith Haught down to the mat and dropping.
Fist right between the eyes.
The more you wear down Keith Haught, the more you force them to kick out of every cover, the more energy they have to expend.
What's so disturbing about all this is you can tell that the Origin, they honest to God enjoy inflicting this punishment.
Big chop in the corner. And a tag back into Christian Noir. And I gotta agree with you. There's a delight in the eyes of Malakai Gage and Christian Noir. But now Keith Haught, double clothesline! And this is their opportunity to change the momentum, to change their fates.
Keith has to try to get to Izzy here. They have to try to make the tag because I believe that the Bearcat may be on borrowed time. There's that tag, and what can Izzy make of this opportunity?
Izzy, clotheslines.
All the momentum, he is rolling here.
When Izzy Lambert flips that switch in his head, he's one of the most tough, fearsome competitors in VCW. Clothesline Bulldog combo.
If it's in the ring and it's moving, Izzy is laying it down, brother.
Izzy catching Noir.
It's a side effect center ring.
Tag back into Keith Haught. I don't know if that's the smartest move with the punishment that Keith has had dished out to them.
The MB Meteor could come crashing down in the ring right here. There it is.
Big splash.
Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Remy LeVay.
Mad Dog Myers out onto the apron.
The Origin has invaded ringside here.
I thought for a second that these two men would let their... Oh, my God. LeVay with a shot with the belt. I thought for a second that they would have the respect to not interfere in a contest, but
Izzy is out cold on the floor. Keith, they are by themselves in the ring at the mercy of the remorseless Origin.
oh, double team combination there by Noir and Gage in the ring.
Total elimination and game over.
Yeah. They all got something to say. Better get out of my way. We do it all in a day. Tell them that we're not the same. Go for the takedown. Levels to this not the same now. Taking them out, better stay down. Been giving them balls like a playground. Oh yeah, and you're gonna know my name. I've been an animal. I see the fear in your eyes. Move like a cannibal. Yeah, I'm ready to rise. Hot like I'm flammable. I got the fire inside. Run like an animal. I'm ready to rise.
Perhaps the most popular single competitor in Ryse Wrestling. Cowpoke Paul himself, a hero to these Uniontown faithful, these Stronghold faithful, is here, live and in person. And he's looking to rustle up some Professor today.
Paul could be looking to settle a score. That man right there, Jakob Edwinn, started last month. It was Jakob Edwinn like a thief in the night, blindsiding Cowpoke Paul during that tag match against Money Shot. We didn't even realize it was Jakob Edwinn. Our cameras caught it. We didn't find out until after the event concluded on Ryse social media that it was in fact Jakob Edwinn. And Ty, I don't have to tell you about the resume that Jakob Edwinn brings to the table. This guy, a 10-year pro, has wrestled all over the place.
And all this crowd can care about is the man's sweater. It's a shame, honestly. And I'd say it's the Cowpoke Paul love, but you can't blame him for that. They've been chanting stupid sweaters since the man walked through the curtain.
The Professor believes he is the smartest man on all subjects, Ty Cross.
I'm not the smartest man on any subject, so I'm not one to argue with him.
He claims his many degrees in quantum physics are going to help him win this matchup.
Wait a second now. Cowpoke Paul's got the sweater. Edwinn doesn't realize, oh no. The ultimate disrespect. You don't mess with another man's knit wool sweater. And this crowd has come unglued over the sweater.
Oh, on a frosty March evening, somebody's not going to be chilly, I know that.
Certainly not. Mrs. Cowpoke's baby boy, Cowpoke Paul. And now the crowd appreciates the sweater. I'm starting to think that all that malice was directed towards Edwinn himself and not the sweater at all, Jim.
You all right? You're getting a little upset over there.
It's a nice sweater.
Well, I think the professor has been a little frazzled.
I gotta admit something, I got the exact same sweater in the room, and that is why I'm taking this so personally. And I wore it to my cousin's birthday party, Jim. They're great sweaters. And poor Professor Edwinn is now out. A wool Irish sweater. Cowpoke Paul may have dug his own grave here.
Well, Jakob Edwinn wanted to stick his nose in Cowpoke Paul's business. Cowpoke Paul getting a measure of revenge here.
But he didn't have to make it so personal, Jim.
Edwinn going to look for a way to escape here. He's a little frazzled that his sweater has been sent into the third row. But as I mentioned, a 10-year pro, Jakob Edwinn is no slouch.
And you see some genuine pro wrestling from the professor. And I got to tell you, I forgot this was going to be a pro wrestling contest.
Jakob Edwinn has zigzagged all over the Northeast, even into the Southwest, as far away as Oklahoma, Nebraska over his decade as a professional wrestler. Some of our fans of IndyWrestling.us will remember Jakob Edwinn is a regular at the Renegade Wrestling Alliance. I want to say hello to our friends over there. Say hello to Doc Dougherty and everybody over there. Jakob Edwinn, a former tag team champion and a no limits champion in RWA. Of course, our founder, Brandon Kay, is going to be there relatively soon as well. So the point being is that Jakob Edwinn has a championship pedigree. That is the level of talent that he brings to the table.
But the man that's got him currently with the arm hammer locked could be a champion one day as well.
Edwinn here shoots Cowpoke in.
Up and over.
Man, what a crisp arm drag.
Speed, quickness, and technique. Three key tools for cattle wrestling and pro wrestling.
Certainly a successful combination for the Cowpoke. Edwinn going to try to work his way back up to a vertical base here to neutralize the pressure. Backs Cowpoke up. Paul one step ahead. Edwinn back down to the canvas.
Jakob Edwinn new to this Ryse crowd. You got to think there's never been much more of a home game in Ryse Wrestling than Cowpoke Paul with these fans.
Well, again, Jakob Edwinn picked this fight. And now you reap what you sow, and that's exactly what's happening here. Edwinn up and over.
Ride him, Cowboy, no! Edwinn did his homework and slips out the back.
He is the professor for a reason. He was one step ahead that time. A very cerebral wrestler is Jakob Edwinn. There's no doubt about that.
He probably had a teacher's assistant watch tape and take notes for him. I'm sorry, professor's assistant.
Makes you wonder what he's carrying in a very large book at ringside.
I would imagine pages. Wow. We're getting real personal here with Cowpoke Paul.
Knowing his reputation, you wonder if that book is just literature or not. And as we said, Edwinn's not going to be one to ignore, one to take a cheap shot. Shoots Cowpoke Paul in. Charges here. Victory roll, shoulders down. No. You want to know how good Cowpoke Paul is? He's going step for step with a 10-year veteran in there.
Not to mention the amount of tenure he's probably got at the university.
Cowpoke got dropped on those ropes. Ty, you can attest as a former in-ring competitor, those ropes are steel cables.
It's steel wrapped in hose, and it's not fun at all. It hurts just to run the ropes, let alone be dropped across them. I know one of the first things you learn as a trainee coming into this business is you learn how devastating those ropes can be when you run them again and again. They leave bruises just across the shoulder blades.
And if you notice, dropping Cowpoke across those steel cables, driving the air out of them. Now Jakob Edwinn going for the body lock, going to try to compress the rib cage and restrict the breathing of Cowpoke Paul. There was certainly a game plan in mind from the professor.
Well, that's the 1967 Lumiere technique that he probably read about in his many studies.
And again, going back to the body lock, clearly Jakob Edwinn going to target the ribs. You can speak to how important it is to have that crisp cardio inside the ring ropes. If you can't breathe, you can't
breathe,
fight.
you can't run, you can't move, you can't fight.
The
I gotta tell you,
the lactic acid builds up in the muscle.
Absolutely. At first I thought you were going to say how important it is to have ribs, which is super important in any event, let alone a pro wrestling event like this. Back to the gut again.
Edwinn caught Cowpoke coming in.
That entire lower midsection has taken so much damage.
Gut wrench, side salto suplex. As you can see the nasty nature of Jakob Edwinn with the crossface on that pin attempt.
And when you have bruise and damage done to the ribs, anything landing on your side, your stomach, your back, a kick to the gut, a shot to the kidney, they all feel like you've been hit by a bus every single time. It's one of the worst things to damage in a wrestling match. Like we talked about, you lose your lung capacity, you lose your breathing, and right now we're going to see some serious work and damage done to the ribs.
Yeah, the intercostal cartilage being stretched and twisted here.
Did you learn that in Edwinn's class, intercostal cartilage?
I learned it from Gorilla Monsoon and then Joe Dombrowski.
Oh, okay.
We're all stealing from one another.
Absolutely, and look at Cowpoke fighting back. Oh, but that spear.
Man. Edwinn cut him in half. Again, going to the ribs.
Cowpoke Paul.
Take away the air, take away the breath.
He's sucking wind, Jim, I'm telling you. He's in a bad way. We're going right back to the ribs again. And Jakob Edwinn going to dig them knuckles in again. Oh no, he's going straight for that claw.
And this is torturous right here. Again, that intercostal cartilage is so sensitive to damage. And Jakob Edwinn is going to look to torture Cowpoke Paul in the center of the Ryse ring. You're damn right, this is home turf for Cowpoke Paul. That's why Jakob Edwinn is trying to humiliate the Cowpoke.
Jim, this crowd is so out of control, I can barely make out what you're saying right now. Cowpoke Paul is taken back over.
The tide is turned, but for how long?
Wow, unbelievable counter to the hip toss.
Shoulders down. Up and over again here, shoulders down.
He got him.
It takes just 3 seconds, and the Cowpoke has done it.
Cowpoke Paul, victorious, getting a hit of revenge against the professor.
And in his Ryse debut, Jakob Edwinn learning exactly why you don't cross the Cowpoke on his home turf. I believe Cowpoke knows he was in a fight.
That was a great contest. There's no argument from this commentary table.
And maybe Jakob Edwinn is going to be, I mean, he certainly had a hell of a showing for himself. I wouldn't mind seeing Jakob Edwinn back in a Ryse ring. That was a very competitive contest.
There we go. That's what we love to see. Oh, you've got to be kidding.
You know, the guy's a hell of an athlete, but he's a jerk.
It all goes back to the sweater, Jim.
Edwinn's a jerk. Hit the bricks, pal. You lost.
And just like that.
But I got a feeling that this rivalry that Jakob Edwinn has provoked is far from over.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
is fully prepared for the level of insanity that Chest Flexor can bring when there are no rules. Remember what Chest has come up with in the past. We have an entire list of banned things. It is called the Chest Flexor Memorial Banned List.
Yeah, well, I mean, Chest kind of brings it on himself. What is this? He just said he wants disqualification countouts, not an Anarchy Championship. Yeah, I mean, that's the prestige of this title. There's no rules, Tony. It's Anarchy.
I mean, maybe the anarchy should be that there's no anarchy.
I mean, Tony, I'm not trying to. You know as well as I do, that title's in the memory of Walter White. Walter would not want disqualification. He would want anarchy. He would want insanity.
No, and the title is built around the old school hardcore scene of Eastern PA. What we used to love, what we used to watch. You and I have talked up and down about
someone just gave Chest their cane. That's a walking cane.
I mean, we've seen that before.
I mean, we've seen Wobble Brutal.
We've seen that before.
I hate to say it, Tony. It's like Vietnam. We've seen some shit.
We've seen
I'm not gonna sit here.
I popped.
Especially in this building.
I popped. Whatever.
Hey, welcome. And all I gotta say is, right now, Zander Gabriel kind of
timid.
Trying to like make his, he's trying to make this. Oh God! He went to swing that cane, misses him. Oh, kick to the midsection, and now they are on the outside here battling it out. Flexor versus Gabriel. That's right, Gabriel the champion. This is for the Anarchy Championship here at 2PW. Zander Gabriel defeating Stevie LeBell. No, he didn't defeat Stevie LeBell. Excuse me, he defeated Don Murphy.
There you
the
go.
cleaner. And right now, in control.
Yeah, you talk about it, stabbing Stevie LeBell in the back, but he won the title not from Stevie. He won the title from the sleeper Don Murphy,
who is still waiting for his rematch.
Well, that's not how Anarchy works.
Yeah,
you go to the back of the list.
I tried to explain that to him earlier. He twisted my arm. Murphy's not a nice guy, but right now, who's not being a nice guy? That is.
Oh, that is Chest Flexor.
What is that?
That is a Lego cane.
That is a. Oh my goodness.
Lego Kendo. Lego Kendo.
Oh my goodness, there are Legos all over that.
Building blocks, building blocks, building blocks.
Sorry,
no copyright, copyright.
Pardon me. You know what? I give that company enough money to
I get it.
Wait, he is begging for mercy. I beg for mercy. Oh, again.
God, it's Chest Flexor plays the classics. We haven't seen this since late last year in the Lego Death Match.
One of the most memorable tag matches in a while. And right now, has that stick.
There's no rope break. Zander, run! Zander, run!
You're not. Oh, that was on the head. Have you stepped on a building block? Excuse me, Tony.
Yes, I have, but I've never taken one at Mach 4 to the forehead before.
And Chest Flexor's. I mean, what can I say about this man? One half of the STDs. Oh my God. Sexy, talented dudes. And right now, Flexor showing Zander Gabriel what you have to do to survive in an Anarchy title match. Oh my goodness, his neck was right across that chair. Jiminy Christmas. My goodness, we are here live. Tough luck. If anybody has tough luck tonight, it is Zander Gabriel.
Took it right out of my mouth there, dog. It is a bad situation right now as Chess is now into the crowd. Taking him to the concession stand.
Yeah, we're at the concession
We can't
stand
see
right
Jack,
now.
so I'm going to try to stand up and see what's going on.
Yeah, all right.
Nope.
Are we coming
We
back?
really could use something right now. Somebody's biting him for sure.
Is he using hot dogs? Wait, are they going into the hallway? Did he just place an order? I think he placed an order. That's just Flexor for you.
Okay, well, I whatever you guys are watching right now seems to be really good. We can't see jack about it, so we're just going to pretend like we know what's going on. We don't know what's going on right now. This is riveting. Riveting.
All the children have ran to the hallway. Children, whatever Chest Flexor does, do not try it at home. Sweet God, right now me and Tony wandering around like Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder because we can't see anything. My goodness. Okay, we don't know what the hell just happened in the hallway.
Yeah, can someone get us can I get like a Coke or a Sprite, something?
A Valium?
Can I get something?
What the hell's happening? They're out in the hallway. I don't know what's going on.
None of us know where they are. None of us know where they are.
How you doing?
Papa Judah. Hi guys. How you doing?
How you doing at home? IndyWrestling.us.
Hi. What's up?
Yeah, you never see us. This is our own camera
This is our
time we're gonna
faces
get
right now.
Unless they went somewhere else. Are they in the kitchen? I don't think they're in the kitchen. Okay, Papa Judo's watching with content here. And,
well, he looks shocked.
We really needed a monitor for this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be.
Oh, and we're back.
Oh,
we're
okay.
back.
No, he must have given them a swirly.
No, wait. Oh,
His hair is wet. His hair is wet. Well, he's wiping it. He's. Okay, something stinky happened. We can only assume that he got a swirly, right? Is that a good assumption? The fans agree with me that it was probably a swirly. You guys at Indie Wrestling have exclusive content that we won't know until you see it.
Exactly.
Isn't that exciting? Thanks, guys.
Oh my goodness. Right now, Zander Gabriel is he has water all over his head. My goodness.
And he smells, he reeks. Oh, good gosh.
Oh my goodness. He's wetter than a bus full of fat chicks going to see Matt Rife in concert. Right now, headlock takeover by Zander Gabriel. And Zander Gabriel, look at his back, Tony. Look at his back from the Lego building blocks. Excuse me, the building blocks kendo stick.
I'm just telling you.
You know what? They can sue me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I can smell the sewage from here. Look, the referee is holding his nose. Okay, first of all, in Worthington, Pennsylvania, you don't want to there's two things you want to avoid: the bathrooms and the racist billboard.
Yeah, okay, Ben just confirmed with us. Papa Jude just confirmed you gave him a swirly.
Yeah, swirly, it did happen.
Thank you, because we couldn't see Jack. Thank you.
Yeah, Papa Judo report.
Hey, nice. Wait. Bite him again.
Yeah, he is biting him. And my goodness. Zander Gabriel is just,
well, oh no, did he give him a nerf? Yeah, he's giving him a purple nerf.
Oh
no! Good no! God no!
Those are, wow.
I mean,
poor Zander. I mean,
that's just Flexor's normal Wednesday.
Son of a gun! Oh my goodness, like a shotgun went off. That cookie sheet. Oh my goodness!
1, 2, and no.
Only a 2 count.
I don't think we're going to be turning this match commentary in for any awards. I'm just going to say we are shooketh. Doc and I are shooketh right now because Chest Flexor is breaking out every trick he has thought of in his 20-plus years of wrestling.
What's this?
20-plus years? God, no! God, no!
That is pasta. What is this?
Well, we're going to have to clean that up.
Right now, Papa Judo is cussing somewhere in this building, and so is Marshall Gambino. But guess what? We have another one.
Hey, Papa! We're going to have to clean that up.
Oh, wait, they're fighting over it. Oh, kick to the midsection.
Oh, right to his face!
That went right into the eyes of Chest Flexor, that hard pasta, and that's not cooked pasta. We're not allowed to have cooked pasta anymore.
No, no more cooked pasta.
Good Lord. What is that? Is that Mom's brisket? What is that? I mean, my God. What in the hell? Dials it up. 4-1-2. I'm sorry, Tony.
It's the smell, I know.
It is the smell. Wait a minute, Zander Gabriel now. He just put the 4-1-2. He should be going for the.
But instead he's complaining.
There's a blue bag in there, Tony. There's a blue bag.
That could be anything from a weapon to dog poop. Let's be honest. I have no idea.
If it's dog poop, I'm leaving. I quit.
It could be a weapon.
I'm just saying.
It could be a weapon.
Wait. He has that. Oh! What the? There's that blue bag. What the hell was in it?
Is that brick?
Hope it's not lighter fluid.
More. Like building blocks, yeah.
More toys. What is that? What? That's a golden hand. Oh! Oh boy. Oh boy. Has him at. Holy shnikes! Oh my God! That's Legos, hard pasta, you name it, and he had a swirly. I think Zander Gabriel is regretting being the Anarchy champion right now. Oh wait, he has the belt. He can use the belt. He can use the belt. Wally's loving this right now. I'll say it. Wally is loving this, and oh,
Thunder.
Oh wait, has it? Oh, low blow with the belt. That was the clasp too. One of the hardest part of the belt. I'm just saying.
I know. Look at his back.
Oh, Zander Gabriel now. Oh, he drives Flexor into the canvas. This could be it right here. The breaker Gage pins. 1, 2, 3. He's going to get it. What a victory by Zander Gabriel. Gabriel still your Anarchy championship. Excuse me, still your Anarchy champion, retaining the Anarchy championship. But oh my God, Tony, this had hysterics, weapons, violence, bowel movements, you name it. It had it. I can't believe what I am seeing here. Just Flexor is defeated here, but my God, what a matchup this was.
Yeah, I mean, I know Zander came into this not really wanting to deal with the Anarchy title, but I mean, the situation occurs. When did Guy lose a shoe?
I mean, he does smell. The guy wants the hell out of there. I mean, who really wants to be around Zander Gabriel?
Well, you don't have to like Zander Gabriel. No. I know you have a problem with him, but the fact.
Hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media, and I'm the Riz. And you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Give it up one time for J-Rocc Daddy!
The Big Daddy of Destruction, J-Rocc Daddy, making his way to the ring. And ladies and gentlemen, there is an air of anticipation in this building. Of course, the Rev Run Hunt suspended after the atrocious actions that occurred to one Tony Kincaid last month at the hands of Dr. Feelbad and his protege. Shut your goddamn mouth, Doc, when I'm talking. I have been beat up, brutalized, and the only friend I've had in this business, is J-Rocc. The only person who checked up on me is J-Rocc.
You're full of shit on that.
I am not full of shit on
Yes,
that.
you are.
You called me 24 hours later.
24 hours later. You were in the hospital, for God's sakes. You didn't pick up the phone. You didn't answer any text. You know why you were in the hospital? That man right there walking around.
You know what? You're full of crap. I watched that tape, and I read the text message. You said, watch the tape closely. I watched the tape closely. You know what I saw?
What did you see?
I saw when I went down there to try to prevent another incident, which I was trying to do. I told you on mic, that was what I was going down there to do, to prevent another incident like we had 2 years ago. I went down there. Feel Bad took offense to it, right? So he slaps me in the head, knocks me my vertigo up. I don't hear a damn word that comes out of J-Rocc's mouth, but I do see a locomotive named Rev run right through my ribs.
The simple fact is this: next month, that man right there gets into a cage.
Yeah, he gets into a cage and just might get back the RWA Heavyweight Championship belt that he never lost.
He never lost?
He never lost.
That he stole from Reverend Hunt.
No. Because of the riot.
Oh.
Because of the riot, he was stripped. He never lost it. I'm right.
Well, he doesn't even know who the hell his opponent is tonight, Tony. The simple fact is, they want to find suitable competition for J-Rocc, considering the fact that Reverend Hunt
Feel Bad wants to punish him because Feel Bad is
all right, fans, at this time,
is trying
I
to
regret
show
to announce
how
that the originally scheduled Omar Amir was not able to appear. So RWA management has chosen a substitute.
Yeah, Omar Amir didn't appear because he was afraid of J-Rocc. Let's be honest about it.
Did you see the size of Omar?
Yes.
But who is on his way? Who has RWA picked up tonight? Who they have assigned this big, huge task, in which J-Rocc is, don't get me wrong. Who is the lucky... Oh my God!
And now representing the Apex from Martins Ferry, Ohio, weighing 245 pounds, he is Waka Waka Shikeen, AJ Alexander.
AJ Alexander making his way to the ring, and this is a member of the Apex.
Yeah, it is.
So I feel that maybe, just maybe, I mean...
Rev might have a hand in this, you think? You think Feel Bad is acquiescing to the wishes and feelings of his #1 blue chip prospect, Reverend Hunt, even though he's suspended as we now start the ring?
Now J-Rocc just attacking...
Hey, he's in the ring! Ring the bell! There you go! Good boy, Bo!
Seriously? Attacking from behind. Here we go right now. And right now, J-Rocc just, raking the back of AJ Alexander. And now just taking it. Oh, here we go again. Here he goes, shouting at the crowd like always. It's this crabbiest person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, let's just finish it now. Let's go home. Let's get a beer.
Oh, come on. This guy. Oh, wait a minute. Back body drop.
Oh, my God.
AJ Alexander taking it to the J-Rocc. J-Rocc's down.
J-Rocc's down and he's hurt.
Oh, my goodness.
That hurt a lot. I know what that feels like.
And right now, hitting that floor. We have no padding here. And now, here we go.
You know,
AJ Alexander and J-Rocc both have
their chops.
Nasty chop game. And returning the favor. That's your receipt, Mr. J-Rocc Daddy.
Well, at least you call him Mr.
Yeah, well, you know. Last time we saw AJ Alexander in an RWA ring, he had a win over Jakob Edwinn. And right now, he would like to keep that alive against J-Rocc.
J-Rocc was going after, J-Rocc grabbed the chair right there.
At this point, J-Rocc has nothing to lose because next month he gets Reverend Hunt in a cage here at RWA. So even if he loses this match regardless, you know, I know he wants to come away with a win. He wants to make an example of AJ Alexander, especially being a part of the Apex.
You want to make an example of one of Rev's stablemates.
If I am the crowd, I am getting out of the way. That means
Move!
Here comes like a locomotive, a big boom. Holy shnikes. How's your face, J-Rocc?
Well, that rocked my teeth.
I felt that from here, son of a gun. That was a size, what, 13, 14?
He's close. He's
not
up
taking
there.
anything away from you, AJ, I promise. But right now, taking it back, one thing about AJ Alexander, he is a master of his craft. The man knows,
J-Rocc's also a master of his craft here.
Yeah, he's a master, all right. Right now, he's not known. If I am the crowd, I'm getting the hell out the way. Oh, shnikes! Oh, my God! There you go, Wes Newton. Help me out here. Did you see that, Tony? A poncho right up over and oh, he hasn't stopped yet. 1, 2, oh my goodness. AJ Alexander putting his body on the line, and my goodness, I think J-Rocc's regretting life right now. I mean, he hasn't even been able to scout his opponent this time, and oh no, wait a minute. Taking J-Rocc, dragging him back in here. And there we go, another plate of chops served. Good Lord, and AJ Alexander. And right now, Alexander lining up J-Rocc, has him, oh, European uppercut. J-Rocc's out on his feet, Tony, this could be it. Tony Kincaid watching this very intently right now. And oh my God, next month, J-Rocc going for the heavyweight championship, but he needs to get
there you go.
Big clothesline,
there you go.
Taking out Alexander, taking away that momentum. I mean, AJ's had the momentum now for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but really, with everything that's going on right now, in this moment, in this singular moment, cannot be. I swear to God, Doc. I swear to God.
Oh, now he's choking.
Good. Good. Send the message to Rev. Wherever Rev is right now, sitting on his couch, at his house, cozy, trying to get ready for the steel cage next month. I hope he feels every choke, every punch, every chop that occurs to AJ Alexander through some weird voodoo shit.
And right now, J-Rocc.
Oh, there's another fine.
And, oh my goodness. You can afford it. But right now, big chop by J-Rocc. Now, J-Rocc showing AJ Alexander who the master of the chops is here. J-Rocc, my God, we have some hard, I mean, some people have displayed some hard chop games, and oh my God, there we go again.
And look how J-Rocc opens up the chest, hooks the arm around the rope, the arm around the rope, and then chops right through him.
I mean, J-Rocc didn't, what can I say about this man? It doesn't matter who was in that ring tonight. J-Rocc wants to make an example of him, but I think it even makes it more
5 minutes gone, 5 minutes.
He tries to make an example, but AJ's making an example of him more.
Yeah, AJ,
right now.
I mean, AJ's talented. He just got off a tour with New Japan Strong, looking towards dojos in the West Coast.
He is just using that corner to his advantage. Now Russian leg sweep. Oh, applied.
Beautiful throw through two. Flow through. The bar mitzvah was attended by Bette Midler.
Okay.
I lost my words. I had to get them back, man.
No, well, you did. You gained them back, but you know who's not gaining anything back? AJ Alexander.
Yeah, AJ's senses are not
Oh,
here
did
right
you
now.
see that? Telling him he's #1 here. I mean, could you imagine having to go back and tell Ron Hunt that you lost this match to J-Rocc? I mean, J-Rocc wants that.
I mean, I don't think AJ Alexander, when he took this match, realized the ramifications of the whole thing. I mean, if he did, he probably would have passed up on the opportunity. It's a good payday. You're facing off against a former heavyweight champion. But the loss, when you have to go back hand in hand to Rev and say, sorry, I wasn't able to weaken your opponent for April. He's going to be fresh as a spring daisy come your steel cage match. That's a mistake you can't wear.
He is trying to twist AJ Alexander's head off right now. My God, he has that crank.
Well, I have a neck brace if AJ needs it after the show.
Are you sure you don't need it?
No, I need it, but AJ might need it worse after J-Rocc's done with him as he slams him to the mat.
Again, you're watching March to Victory right here on IndyWrestling.us, and oh my goodness, he is just choking the life out of AJ Alexander.
Look at where the body is. He's perfectly perpendicular to the neck. He is squeezing down and out. cutting off that circulation, wearing him down, cycling every single core of his muscle group that he can.
No.
AJ's out. Two?
Or 2.
All right, let's go home.
AJ. Oh, wait, AJ feeling the power here in West Newton. AJ Alexander trying to come back. This crowd getting behind AJ Alexander. AJ Alexander has just taken it to J-Rocc, but right now J-Rocc in control. Oh, he's grabbing his hair. Oh, has him up. Drops him. My goodness. Rock is hurt. This could be what the momentum changer that we needed. Excuse me, AJ needed.
Whoa.
AJ Alexander. Oh my goodness.
There, right there, huh?
No, it's just a simple fact, Tony, that the fans are behind AJ Alexander.
Yeah, of course, you're a part of our RWA's family. As we saw earlier, Team Feel Bad.
Yeah, Team Feel Bad that you set up earlier, but we'll get into that another time. Oh, misses him. Oh, big chop by AJ. And right now, misses him again. AJ again delivering the goods. Can this be it? Oh, discus forearm. And oh my goodness, right now AJ Alexander in control. Oh, European uppercut and a beauty. And now he sends J-Rocc into the opposite corner. Here comes AJ. Oh, that was a running chop. My God. How's your chest, Mr. J-Rocc? Oh.
Short arm clothesline.
1, 2, no. J-Rocc kicks out.
Look, I normally am a huge fan of AJ Alexander's talent. He's a phenomenal wrestler, and I cannot take that away from him. J-Rocc is just that good.
Just that good. I mean, yeah, I'm not taking anything away from J-Rocc. I never would. But right now, in control is AJ Alexander. But wait, he's going to the top, and J-Rocc's up. J-Rocc stumbling around, doesn't know where he's at. And followed on that top rope. Smart maneuver by J-Rocc. And oh my goodness. AJ Alexander now is in a little bit of trouble. He's stuck on that top rope. Oh my goodness.
Bit of a bear claw.
I mean, you see the size of J-Rocc's hands. They're huge. And right now, has him. This could be it. Could we see a superplex here? AJ's trying to block it. He's trying to fight his way out of this. Got the arm, smart maneuver, and big headbutt from the Samoan. Oh, and I just going to town, driving. And wait, AJ fighting back now.
10 minutes gone, 10 minutes.
What is AJ thinking?
Oh, boy. Oh
my God!
Stop! Oh, has him. Running power bomb! 1, 2, 3, no! Only a 2 count. I can't believe what I just saw.
That running Liger bomb from the top rope. Shades of Jushin.
Thunder Liger.
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone is going to wonder which
I
Jushin
thought you
I
wanted
was
me to
talking
finish
about.
it.
No,
Sorry.
no, people know who Jushin is.
But the thing is, if anybody should be finishing something right now, Tony, it's AJ Alexander. He should be covering him for another 3 counts.
Well, I mean, I think Bo's kind of keeping him from getting that cover.
No, wait.
Bo's holding on to J-Rocc like he owes him money.
Oh,
boy.
Almost kicked him. Oh, come on. Low blow. Oh, my goodness. That's it. 1, 2, 3. J-Rocc getting away with murder.
In a time of 11 minutes, 7 seconds, your winner, J-Rocc Daddy.
And with that, the momentum is effectively in the corner of J-Rocc. Momentum.
Are you talking about next month?
I am talking about next month.
Going into the cage against our heavyweight champion.
I am absolutely talking about that. Why would I not be talking about that?
Tony.
You and I both know how important it was for one of these 2 men to get this victory to lead into a momentum shift going into the steel cage in April. J-Rocc has it now. When Rev finds out about it, he will be very aware that his protege was not able to do enough damage to J-Rocc to keep him down. Now, Rev Ron Hunt.
Cut the music.
Move.
What's this?
Move. This is actually perfect. Do me a favor, friend of the Rev. Send a little message back to your homie. You people thought you were slick. Derek thought he was slick. The whole RWA sent the Rev's friend to do the Rev's business. But the Rev's friend is dead. And on April 15th, inside a steel cage, I will do the same to the Rev Run Hunt. Now give it up one time!
No. I hope J-Rocc is ready for the fight of his life. Because I'm telling you, you think you're going to go into this. You have insulted the man's mother. You've insulted the man's girlfriend, his child. You have brought everything personal into this, J-Rocc. And I'm telling you right now,